Sara Johansson. School should start later.
Are you usually tired in the morning? I know I am. In fact, if you ask probably anyone in the school, they would say they're tired when they first wake up. So let me ask you this. Why doesn't school just start later? Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, fellow classmates, teachers, and judges. I'm Sara Johansson, and today I'm going to be talking about why school should start later. Tons of mornings, especially on Mondays, I get to school and a bunch of my classmates tell me how tired they are. I usually agree with them. I mean, we have to be at the school at 8:30, and then once we're here, we're expected to actually learn things? It's crazy. I'm as tired as a hibernating bear most of the time. My brain doesn't function that early in the day, so why can't school just start later? When I say school should start later, I don't mean it has to start way later. Just give us an extra 45 minutes or an hour to sleep. I'm willing to bet that we would pay much better attention in class if we had a good night's sleep the night before. Studies show that your brain doesn't even perform at its fullest until 10 a.m., so why doesn't it just start later? Well, I've read some opinions that it gets too hot for some countries to have school in the afternoons. They start school very early because it's easier for kids to concentrate in the cooler mornings. Canada, however, does not have this problem, so we should be fine to start school a little later. It is also said that it works better with parent schedules to leave in the morning. Parents are able to drive their kids to school and pack their lunches before they have to go to work. Well, as far as driving your kids, that's what buses are for, people. Also, I'm sure kids would gladly pack their own lunches if it meant sleeping in a little. And then there's people who say that there's more time for extracurriculars after school if school starts early. This is true, but not a very strong point. I know most of my extracurriculars don't even start until 6 or later. And as for school sports, they can still go as soon as school's over and still be done before it's that late. There are many advantages to starting school later. Studies show that schools that start later have less absences. Less absences result in better grades for the kids. People would also probably be happier and less cheerier if they had more sleep as well. I even read this one article saying that the rate of car crashes involving teen drivers dropped by 70% when their school began starting later. It is also proved that kids who go to schools that start later are actually healthier. Kids who go to school very early are less likely to be well rested, which leads to an overall lack in performance quality. It can also lead to depression and anxiety disorders. The benefits of school starting later would apply especially to teens, as our internal clocks, as they're called, tell us not to fall asleep until 11. Falling asleep at 11 or later and then having to wake up at 6 or 7 doesn't really give us much sleep. Starting school later would give us more time to sleep. So really, the best thing for our health is to just start school later. After hearing this presentation, I hope you decide to agree with me in the fact that starting school later would benefit everybody. Kids would be less tired and they'd be healthier and happier. We would do better in classes as well. I hope you enjoyed this presentation, and that's why I think school should start later.